What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Vancouver's Worst Drivers. You guys absolutely know what I'm going to be talking about today on this episode. It's Snowmageddon out there. There's been like a solid 2 centimeters of snow and people have just completely lost their minds. They've forgotten how to drive, everybody's crashing into each other. It's just complete chaos out there. My Instagram message inbox and my email inbox is just completely full of videos from you guys, so I really appreciate it. So let's get into the snow videos, as well as some videos and some crashes from before Snowmageddon happened. So I recorded this on Boundary Road, and let me tell you, whenever there's snow, people cannot get up this hill. So I figure this guy probably was thinking the same thing, but decides to drive the wrong way down Boundary Road. I mean, I don't know what's safer, doing this or trying to get up the hill. Not really sure, but I'm pretty sure this isn't safe for one. And the crazy thing is that Mr. Bartnick is recording the exact same guy at the exact same time. In fact, that's my SUV right over there. So if you guys do anything stupid out on the roads, me and my minions will be recording you, so watch out. And you know it's pure chaos on the streets? When a car is on fire in the snow. Apparently this guy's engine, he was just revving it too hard and his engine just exploded. But my gosh, this must have been crazy to see in person. I find that when it snows, people just focus so hard on trying not to slip around and crash into each other that they just forget to just use basic driving skills like looking around before they pull out on a side street. Or for example, this van who just forgets that like, oh, you know, cars might just stop suddenly and just smacks right into the back of this guy. So I merge onto Highway 1 here. It's snowy, it's icy, everybody's driving pretty slowly. And then I see this guy facing the wrong way on a super narrow shoulder, I guess smashed up against the barrier. And he looks surprisingly calm, okay? He's either waiting for his tow truck or, you know, to die, whatever comes first. But this would be my face if I was waiting there, facing oncoming traffic. And I would definitely not be that relaxed. Alright, so let's get into the non-snow videos. Now, if you guys have more snow videos, you can definitely email them to me or send them to me on Instagram, and I'll be posting my next video. The snow is going to be going on for a while, so I'm sure there's going to be a ton more videos like that. Someone anonymously sent me this video of their car, the silver one, repeatedly getting hit by this person who is trying to fit into a spot that is just too small. They hit this guy's car 4 times, and the only way they got in was just repeatedly just hitting the bumper. And if someone is going to do this, you know they've done this before. You know this is a regular occurrence for them. I'm sure videos like this boil everybody's blood because it's just these kind of people have zero regard for other people's vehicles, okay? If I had, say, $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 car and someone did this from my car, I would be beyond pissed. Just absolutely next galaxy pissed off. But fortunately, Anonymous caught this on video and he left this woman this note saying, this is what laymen would call leaving a note. You know, the ones that decent human beings leave after they cause damage to another person's property, then walk away. And the funny thing is, this woman saw it, apparently laughed, and then drove off. Well, I don't think she's going to be laughing when ICBC sends her a bill for the damage that she did. Well, let's get into some car accident videos, shall we? Starting off with this clip with this guy getting hit by a bus. So this guy thinks it's a 4-way stop, and clearly, as we can all see, there is no sign saying it's a 4-way stop. He just proceeds right through as the bus is proceeding through, and then boom, right into the back of his vehicle. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, paying attention and reading is very, very important. And this driver's just feeling a little too entitled, turning in front of traffic, which resulted in him basically losing his trunk completely. And here's another person that thinks it's a 4-way stop when it isn't, resulting in 2 objects taking up the same spot at the same time. Then Aaron also captured this clip, which I guess is kind of some sort of road rage incident. Hard to tell, but this van is just kind of pinning it along this street. This white car is just not having it, accelerates to close the gap, resulting in this kind of weird dancing going on in the street. I think just people just need to settle down. This is just the classic dumbass move. Just completely classic. There's 2 left turn lanes. This guy had the chance, but instead he tries to make a last minute decision and go for it. Just wait 1 more block, buddy. So I know everybody gives BMW drivers a hard time, but maybe we should be adding Porsche drivers to that list. So left turn arrow goes, This white Porsche decides to just go right through his red light thinking he can go. And then this gray Porsche is just camped out here and then misses his light. Why? Who knows? I'm sure we've all seen it, where a car turns a corner too sharply and goes up on the curb, hits the curb with their wheel. But I've never seen it in a scooter. I didn't even know this was possible. And the worst part is when you reverse it, you can actually see that there's a little child in the back of his scooter. This kid needs to walk home. That's all I gotta say. This video was captured at Metrotown. As you can all see, it's a red light, but this guy's just a little too excited to pick up his buddy on the side of a road. But I mean, is it running the red light if he doesn't proceed all the way through the intersection? Food for thought. So this happened on Highway 1, early morning. Everybody in the left-hand lane is just driving a little too close to each other. People slam on their brakes up ahead. I can see this, but this 4Runner can't and almost smashes right into the back of this car. I mean, like I said, I don't approve of him tailgating, but I'll have to say his driving skills are actually surprisingly good. So let's just look at some more garbage highway driving. This SUV misses their off-ramp, but instead of taking the next one like everybody else should be doing, he forces his way in, almost coming to a complete stop in the pouring rain and the dark to get onto the off-ramp. Another bizarre clip, this driver crosses 3 lanes to get back onto the highway from the off-ramp, signaling left, then changes his mind and then goes back onto the off-ramp while he's signaling left. John captured this fail video where he's stuck in traffic. I'm sure he's probably wondering like, what the hell is going on up here? And for some reason, these people, I think this is in Richmond, I'm not entirely sure, they can't figure out this whole cone situation. So this guy's going on the outside of the cones and this guy's going on the inside. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. If you guys are looking for scapegoats as to why our insurance rates are so high, drivers like this are the reason. People not paying attention, red light runners, stop sign runners, all those kind of drivers. So the backstory behind this video is that Hailey's trying to leave her building. I guess there's like an underground parkade. She's trying to leave, and this guy is blocking the driveway and the road at the same time. She spoke to the driver, who's actually her next door neighbor, the next day, and he said, "Oh, sorry, I was tired." Yeah, bullshit. I'm pretty sure he was just drunk. So this video was from my 2019 highlights. If you want to see it, you can see it in the link in the description below. But I could not believe someone pulled this stunt in New West with CJ. Then Charlie captures the exact same thing here. I cannot believe it even crosses people's minds to do this. David captured this video of his car-to-go driver driving the wrong way down a one-way street. Oh, and they don't have their lights on. But I don't think they really realized they were driving the wrong way until they saw headlights coming at them. They're like, oh crap, better do a U-turn ASAP. This SUV looks like they're kind of struggling to parallel park. You know, this Range Rover pulls out. He could just pull in forward, but instead he tries parallel parking, almost hits his SUV. But as you can see, it doesn't even come close. Some people just need to work on their geometry skills and their angles just a little bit more. And then here's a few close call clips. Light goes yellow, then red, except this guy has other plans, decides to go right through the red light. And then this minivan, just a little too motivated to get into the fast lane, doesn't even notice Zen here at all, almost hits his Tesla Model S. That is a beautiful car. Do not hit it with your minivan. And if you've been watching my previous videos, you'll notice that this always seems to happen to me at this intersection where people turn left in front of me, assuming I'm just going to turn right. So Sidney captured this road rage clip where this giant van is just pissed off that Sidney's there. Not really sure why, because there's a passing lane right to the right of Sidney right here that this van could take, but clearly is pissed off at something that happened earlier. He crosses a single white line, almost hits Sidney. Sidney tries to go around him, then he pulls out in front of him, then slams on his brakes, trying to get Sidney to crash into the back of him. Wish I knew what happened at the rest of this video, but unfortunately that's all we get. So it's common sense that you don't pass people around corners, but that just doesn't seem to be understood by this guy, who decides to do it anyways in the oncoming lane, which is dumb, but he just seems to be in such a rush. He misses his left turn, which he's supposed to go on, then does this U-turn to get back on that same street. I think he just needs to chill out. I don't know how many more signs the city needs to put up for this guy not to turn right. Maybe they should need to put up like 5 more. I'm not sure. Maybe he'll figure out eventually. And finally, just remember everybody, when it's raining, snowing outside, turn on your headlights and your rear lights, please. For everybody's sake, just do it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who sent in videos. And, I would say subscribe, but instead of subscribing, if you haven't already, I want you to go out and buy winter tires. It's snowing like crazy outside. It's snowing as I'm recording this. Just do it. Invest in them. It's worth it.